Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today is going to be a WIP. A WIP, not from Hooks and Needles, my own WIP. I'm working on this. I was hoping to have it started way before Valentine's Day, but it is what it is. So I'm going to call this the Black of Hearts because that's what it looks like. I am using the Fluffy Yarn by Bernat. I will tell you the colors that I'm using. Hoping that that's the other. Okay. And then I'll give you some updates. Alright. Okay, so this is it's the Fluffy Yarn by Bernat. This, I'm using the colors. This one ripped. It just came off the Amethyst Awe. And I'll show you the color here in a second. Admiration Amethyst. I guess there's a bunch of different ways it's on here. It is a 5 bulky yarn. This is the Amethyst. This is the color that I'm using. Of course, it's showing up all the hair. Well, when you have pets, as you can see, my brownie is back here in the chair, waiting for her dad to come home from El Paso. He's almost home. But I'm using this color for the hearts. Let me see if this looks really blue. There we go. That's the color. That looks more like the purple. And then I am using, for around the hearts, I'm using this one here, which is Color Cortese. It's the same information. I did show this in unbagging when I last went to Michael's. I could not think of what I wanted to use this for, and then I was like, you know what? I want to get that pattern done for a Valentine's Day pattern. Now, I was going to only make it as big as a scarf, but then I'm like, it's a bulky 5. I should have enough to do at least maybe a baby blanket to a lap blanket. And once I get this done, I have a stitch marker on this end, because the way the pattern works, you don't turn it after every row. It's every so many rows you turn. So that's what it looks like so far. So to give you guys an update, I'm, like I said in one of my videos at the beginning of the month, which wasn't that far away actually. I'm recording this on the 11th. You'll see this on Wednesday. That February is going to be my reset month to try to get back into getting videos put out every Monday through Friday, and that might change because my husband is going to be home for a little while until things start picking back up with work. I'm trying to watch this and talk to you guys. Between that and taking care of my mother-in-law, it's by the time I'm done working my regular job, I'm ready to go to bed, but I can't. So I've been trying to make sure that I get the videos done while I have the time to get them done. Now, I don't know how many of you have listened to the songs that I've come up with regarding yarn and crochet related. I do have a knitting one for any knitters that watch the channel. I'm not against knitters. You know, it's still a nice crafting art. I just personally cannot knit. And which is funny because I did when I was younger. I was like in middle school, and I would knit, and my family looked at me like I was crazy. but I knit, and now I can't do it. I can crochet, but I sure as heck can't knit. And I've tried several times. I was even thinking about getting that Lion Brand knit starter bundle, where they start you off with so many loops that you put on your needle and just go from there. But I still don't think I would get that. And I just changed too many on this one. Alright. Now this month is kind of rough right now. It was my father-in-law's birthday was on the 20th of February. As many of you know that have been with me, even though I took a very, very long break, he passed away in 2023, so it's a hard month for my mother-in-law with his birthday, and even though she has doctor's appointments and things to keep her busy, it still, it still hits her. And again, I have not been able to go out to any local yarn stores. However, I did go to my local Joann's because I wanted to see how much has changed at my local Joann's since the last time I was there. And a lot has changed. I did take a short video of the yarn section. I didn't do any other section because to me it's, I know there's a lot of different crafters out there. That's great. Some people like to do the fabric sewing. But I didn't even go over to that section because they have a pretty big section for fabric. The sales for the yarns, they blacked out the sale. So all the yarn is 25% off unless it's posted otherwise. I did see that the big twist value was $2.79, but I don't know if there's an end date on that. I will say that I did hear a customer ask an employee what was going on, what anything that they could tell them. She did tell the customer that they have 3 potential buyers, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to keep the stores open. From what I'm hearing from other podcasters, other YouTube channels, that Joann Fabrics is in so much debt, even if somebody does buy the company, there's a very good chance they're just going to liquidate everything. And I'm really hoping that they keep them open, but if it's not worth the money to keep them open, they're not going to. And I'm counting I have to skip so many stitches for this pattern. I really do like it though. Let me know if you would like a tutorial on this. If you would, let me know in the comments section, and I'll work on a tutorial. It won't be till way after Thanksgiving. Well, I'm really jumping ahead. It won't be till way after Valentine's Day. Yep, I'm trying to skip right back over to Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, Christmas is my favorite holiday, so it's understandable. But so yeah, just let me know. I mean, I'll show you in a 4-weight how it would work up. You can use any size yarn you want to. I just knew that I had this 5-weight that I could use. I'll give you the stitch count and everything. I may not write up a pattern, but I can write it up. I'm just still working on how to write patterns to make it sound, make it read correctly, because I don't want to screw anybody's, they're working on the pattern, they haven't watched the video or anything. Alright. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I have also been working on my last Hooks and Needles box, which was the 3rd box. That's not right. That should be that one. let me count that again. I'm just gonna stop this for a second. But the pattern that I chose is very simple, so it's easy. I'll probably have a bunch of them made up before, by the time I get to do the video for that one. I did get a notification from them today that this next box, my 5th box, may be delayed because of the weather up north. So if it's delayed, that's the reason. They have sent them out already. I already got my information about that. So that's good. The next Universal Yums box is on its way. I think that comes from Florida, so it shouldn't be impacted. But as soon as that comes and me and my husband have free time, we'll be doing that video. Hopefully it's a good one this time. I mean, I like everything that I've been getting in those boxes. It's a nice experience to see what other countries offer as snacks, and other things too. They don't just have snack stuff, because if you go to Universal Yums, they offer different things. There's some things that are not actually ready to eat. You have to actually make them, or their games. I think the Turkey has games on their website for with Universal Yums, and my Universal Yums is coming. The Hooks and Needles box 4 is coming, and I did get the Crochet Nation newsletter. That has been sent. That's getting sent out soon. I do like that company is keeping everybody up to date on their process and why they wait till a certain time of the month to actually send out the newspaper, is because they take the count to the printers and they print off exactly how many have subscribed by a certain date. So if you get in soon enough, you'll get that first issue. If you go and you subscribe after that, you may not get your issue till the second one is done. I could be wrong. She was actually in Times Square. I got a letter about that, which was really cool. And when I do get it, I know a lot of people are going to be showing it, but I will also review it and let you know my thoughts about it, if it's worth it, and see what your guys' thoughts are on it as well. If anybody's ordered it, let me know in the comment section if you're going to try it out as well. Let's see, so, and Friday, since it's Valentine's Day, I'm probably going to do a special song for Valentine's Day. I may not have a crochet video or a review for that day. If I do, you'll have 2 videos. You'll have the song and you'll have the other video. If I don't get a chance to do a crochet video, then it will just be the song. I'm really having fun with getting these songs created. I did one for Farewell to Joann's if they do wind up closing. Again, a lot of people do believe that they are going to close their doors. There's already stores that are closing. I think it was TL Yarns. I do believe it was TL Yarns, and there's been quite a few more other channels that do knitting, crocheting, crafting, that have said that they're Joann's. They're just buying what they can, and for fear of missing out on something that they really like. Now, when I do my video, you'll see that there's a lot of empty spaces. I mean, a lot. There are some yarns that there's plenty of, and other yarns you may see 1 or 2, and that's it. And I didn't see any overstock out on the shelf. I didn't see any in the aisle like some of the stores you're seeing from with unopened boxes. I didn't see anything like that there. I could have missed it, but I didn't see anything like that. I saw the boxes in the aisle that they just cut open and just put there with like the Bernat blanket. They have a big display now for the Wobbles, things like that. which I don't think those things are going to sell unless they put them on discount. They're great, especially for first-time amigurumi crocheters, because it starts you off with just about your first round, and then it does give you the video that you can watch on YouTube, and it gives you the instructions as well. And mine had more than enough yarn and stuffing to make 2, and I made this little guy. It's been a while since you guys have seen him, but my eyeballs are off kilter, but you know, he was my first amigurumi. And they do have their yarn, the Woobles yarn, the Easy Peasy yarn, on sale. That's included in the sale. The only thing that's not included is the kit. So, and for $30 a pop, that's, I mean, once you have it, you have the pattern, you can make a lot more. But it's that initial cost that a lot of people are afraid of making, I think. But for me, I had wound up having enough to make 2. I only made the 1. I do have the rest of the stuff to make another one, but I only made 1. Because I think you only get 1 pair of the safety eyes. 1 pair of safety eyes. So if you did make another one, I do believe they give you black yarn to make the eyes as well. But you get the hook, another stitch marker. Obviously, the only thing that they don't give you is scissors. That's the only thing. You get everything else, even a yarn needle, which is plastic, but a crochet hook, a pattern, enough yarn, stuffing, all that stuff. So, I have reached out to Hooks and Needles about getting a complimentary amigurumi box to show you guys what comes in them. Now I haven't heard anything back yet on that, but I have reached out to them, and I will wait to see what happens. If they don't, they don't. It's okay. I'll just keep showing you guys what I've been making from the box, and this here, I do believe, was today's video. I'm recording this on Tuesday. I do believe this was today's video. So here's my shawl again. If you haven't seen it, I do still have to weave in my ends, which is, you know, the easiest part about crochet, but nobody ever likes to do it. It's just like, can't I be done? But this was a very nice pattern. Again, if you haven't seen my full review on it, you can check out yesterday's video, because it'll be Wednesday when you guys see this video. And I'm trying to think of what else am I updating you guys about? We haven't done the fire pit in a while because it's been way, 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 way too cold out there at nighttime. Plus, with my husband traveling, it takes a toll on him. So maybe we'll start doing that again when it starts to warm up a little bit, but not like blazing hot at night, because I really do like roasted marshmallows. And my daughter back here, this one back here, she loves her skishmallows as we call them, smishmallows, skishmallows for marshmallows. They only get half of one. That's it. And if we do any kind of cheese out there, we'll give them a little bit of cheese, but that's about it. Oh, and if you've ever seen our Universal Yums videos, you'll know that if it's approved and safe for them, we share a little bit of that with them too. Not everything. Obviously, no chocolate, no nuts, no, what the heck else? Anything with some weird kind of sugar in it, that they don't get any of that kind of stuff. Because it's not good for them. So we really do include them in those videos. You won't see them because they're between me and my husband mostly, or right behind him. So you'll see him reach back to share with the girls behind us. Bella's out in the living room, probably waiting for Dad and keeping an eye on Grandma. So, let's see, what else? What have you guys been up to? making anything new? Are you working on anything for Valentine's Day? It's Friday. Not that I really ever really celebrated Valentine's Day. And in Ohio, where I grew up, there was also something called Sweetest Day, which was in September, which I never understood that. That's like the North was the only place that did that. Let me know if your state celebrated or celebrates Sweetest Day in September. My husband believes that they do that to get rid of excess cards that didn't either get printed on or something, because Hallmark's up in the North. Let me know in your comments. Am I crazy that Ohio is the only state that has a Sweetest Day, or does your state also celebrate Sweetest Day? It's basically another Valentine's Day, just later in the year. All right. So I went over Mondays is Music Mondays. Tuesday, well, it really depends on what I'm working on for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If I have more of this finished, or if you guys would like a tutorial, let me know, and I will do that for you. Like I said, it won't be probably till next week or maybe March when I do it, because I've got a lot of things going on with home and doctor's appointments and everything else with hubby being home. And I know you guys can see that behind me. The computer behind me is his, and when he's home, I don't feel like encroaching on his in the office. This is our office. We split it, yes, but when he's home and he's trying to relax, I let him be. I just let him be. But they may have to change with me being in here while he's in here. As long as he doesn't have to take a work call, it'll be all right. If this hat, you will see it again on Thursday. I'm recording these on Tuesday, February 11th. I recorded Thursdays and today's, same day, so you'll see the same kind of colored shirt, the same hat. The only difference is you'll see my hands moving around with Thursday's video up in the corner up here. This is inspired by the Jada and Stitches Fair Isle 2023 blanket. This was February's pattern. She did it where it was just the outline, but I filled it in and made two different hats. This one, and then I reversed it and did it with red and then pink. Now I really need to finish that blanket. I haven't really touched it because when my father-in-law passed away, it was very hard. Everybody deals with it differently, but it was very hard for me to do much of anything with crochet. I really didn't. I may have done a few things here and there, but it wasn't like big projects. I made my husband a hat. I made him, I don't know, did I make him a blanket? I know I made the big blue blanket, the premier puzzle blanket for him. And it was done when we moved back to Texas from Virginia. So, I don't know. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for today, because I don't want to, I'm probably way over where I wanted to be on time for this, but I wanted to give you guys an update and let you know that I haven't forgotten about you. I know I've had some new subscribers sign up, which is wonderful. Again, when I hit 500 subscribers, I will do a celebration. I'm not trying to rip off of anybody, but I understand why they do that. It's because to reduce the spammers. I would say the other word, the G word, but given that that can cause controversy, when those types of videos are done, I'm trying, and if you can think of something else we could call it, let me know in the comments section instead of celebration, so it doesn't seem like we're taking somebody else's idea and using it with this channel. I will think of other things, and maybe I'll do a poll on the used to be community tab, but now it's the post tab, and see what you guys think, and then we'll go with that idea. Maybe it'll be surprise, birthday, I don't know, pie in the sky. I just don't want to call it the same thing someone else is doing, because I don't want to be saying that I'm copying somebody else when I'm really not trying to copy anybody else. It's just that that is a great way of saying that type of video instead of the actual name. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want a tutorial for this. It won't be as long as this one. Obviously, I'll make it a shorter one, and so I can do the repeats for it. I would consider this a more advanced pattern, so just want to throw that out there, because there are things in here that you may not grasp. I didn't at first either, so that's why I'm saying advanced, an advanced pattern, because it is a several row repeat pattern. I can also try to write the pattern and have it available on my website for free. I'm not going to charge anybody prices for for a pattern. Not right now. Maybe when I get a little bit better at it, then I will start charging, but for right now, no. And I mean, it's not hard, but again, there are some steps in here that you wouldn't normally think of doing when creating whatever you would want to create with the stitch pattern. Alright, well, again, I want to thank everybody for watching the video today, and if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for the name instead of a celebration video, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll take everybody's suggestions and put it in a poll, and then we'll see which one gets the most votes for it. Alright, well, until next time, I hope you all stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.